family is always first. Well, you're first.
Mm-hmm.
You are first. Family comes up to that, and then work, and then everything else. And God goes there too. God's up there too. But you have to prioritize it all. If you want it hard enough, you want it bad enough, you're gonna do what you have to do to get it. You're gonna have to sacrifice a lot. You're gonna have to sacrifice time with your friends. You're gonna have to sacrifice time with your significant other. And you have to have friends when it comes to relationships. You have to have friends and boyfriends and girlfriends or whatever who appreciate that and who are okay with they're okay with your grind, with the fact that you're always busy, that you always do something, and they're supportive of that. If they will take. I've had situations, and this is why this man that I live with now, I'm probably gonna end up marrying him, because there was times where I had to work my little butt off. I was stuck in New York, and like at 2 o'clock in the morning working on something, and trains to New Jersey is super hard. Like he's like, it's fine. Like it's 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm gonna come pick you up. And we don't live driving. It's not that close. So, having someone that supports you is very important to balance it all. Having friends that support you is important to balance it all. You just, like I said, you got to prioritize. You have to know that if you want something bad enough, you're going to sacrifice the things that you need to sacrifice to get there.
Yeah. That's for sure. I do want to take a second to let everybody know, and thank you guys for tuning in. If you have any questions, please, put them below in the comment section. I want to be able to pick her brain while we have her. But I definitely want to go back to when you were telling us about the guests canceling on you. I wanted to see if there were any pet peeves that you have about the industry, and particularly if you can give any advice to publicists. For those people that are canceling, do they have a chance to pitch you again, or are you looking at them sideways like, I don't know, you canceled on me the last time?
I try not to hold grudges and things like that. So I'm pretty lenient when it comes to that type of stuff. My pet peeves, though, in the industry, actually aren't, with my work. I actually think one of my biggest pet peeves that colorism is a big thing. Colorism and even racism a little bit, but when it comes to just me and my Black people, I definitely think colorism is a big thing. I'm not the darkest of women, but I'm not lighter either. And I've had some things happen to me, some opportunities I didn't get, and I know for a fact it was because I'm not the right skin. And so that's a big thing that I think that the media industry has to figure it out. When it comes to publicists and things like that, I don't have an issue with them. Publicists, they're doing their job. They have to filter out whatever. So there's been times where I've pitched for different things and publicists that haven't gotten back to me or whatever. You know what? It's all right. I like to see everything as, okay, it's cool. I'll interview them later. It's okay. Maybe you don't see my worth right now. I know my worth. So like maybe in a couple years when I'm on this outlet or whatever, I will be interviewing them at that point. So it's okay. It's okay if you say no right now, because I'm gonna get it. It's cool. It's cool. So yeah, I don't really have many pet peeves in the media industry. I need people to get my money on time. And I will, as per my last email, everybody. I will get smart in these emails just as quick as you got smart with me. So it's not really a pet peeve, but it's just work, Yeah,
you have to be a boss. You got to be about your business.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's for sure. Well, I definitely want to thank you for joining us. You've been amazing. And I'm glad that you mentioned the colorism piece. That just kind of inspired me. I need to get a couple of you guys together and write a piece. I don't know if it'll be for Medium, but I specifically remember when I went to Penn State talking to a girl that was in broadcast journalism. And she was telling me how, if you wanted to be an anchor and actually in front of the camera, that you had to be a fair-skinned. And I think that we've done better since then, but that's definitely an interesting conversation that needs to be explored, because luckily I wasn't on that side. I was more so on the writing side, but I wonder how many people were discouraged from maybe even taking a path, in broadcast because they felt like they weren't light enough,
Yeah, I mean, it's real. Colorism is real. I mean, we've gotten far. That's definite. We've gotten very far, but it's hard because a lot of publications, they want the pretty girl, and this goes back to slavery, like
Ideals of
being a
society.
house nigger and
Yeah.
a field nigger. It's like, it's the pretty ones, they stayed in the house, and the pretty light ones stayed in the house. The darker ones, they were out in the field working. That's the same for media. Technically, like, they want the pretty light skinned ones in front of the camera, and they want, it's all about Black people though. So we're gonna keep our Black people together, but the darker ones, y'all gonna have to write. Y'all gonna have to be behind the camera. Y'all gonna have to shoot. Y'all gonna have to write the scripts. Y'all gonna have to book the guests. And I'm glad that Bold gave me the opportunity to be on camera, but I had to show that I had the ability to. I actually was given a chance to correspond at first at Bold. I was an intern when I first started at Bold, and one of the producers, who's Black, she no longer works there, but she was like, "Hey, Zayna, we have this event coming up. Do you want to? I know you can do stuff, but I seen your Instagram. Do you want to do this event?" I was like, "Me, an intern?" I was like, "Okay, girl, yes, I'll do it." Okay. And that was when I first got my real start in getting into Bold. And then I've shown that I have the skill. And then when we actually had a Bold Life show when I was there as an intern, and it got canceled. And so we a lot of stuff went down. We have a new CEO, I guess. And he was like, "Yeah, so we're going to bring back Bold Life. And Zayna, I want you to host it." I was like,
That's crazy.
"Me?" I was
Yeah.
like, "Me? Love me? You want me to host it?" So, but I've shown that I had that skill, that I was able to do that. Or if I didn't, they would have probably went out and outsourced a host, and I always make sure that I give everybody, I like to, and I don't focus on, dark-skinned women or light-skinned women, but I like to make sure that I give people opportunities. I always try my best to give people opportunities, because there's been a lot of times where I wasn't able, like, people didn't give me the opportunity to show myself. And, I mean, everything happens for a reason. But if that opportunity wasn't for me, but it still hurts that I wasn't able, sorry about that. I wasn't able to give them that, give them my skill, show them my talents, because somebody didn't want to give me that opportunity. Racism is a real thing too. So when it comes out of the black community and we go to the overall media industry, that's a big thing. That's a big thing, because there's a lot of, I don't want to work with a Black publication. I don't want this. I don't want my client. Publicists do it a lot. When you pitch that you want them to come on your show, oh, what's your demographic? Blah, 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 blah. Oh, well, maybe we can just give you 5 minutes here, and then this person can get 20 minutes, a half hour at whatever white station it is, or whatever the case may be. It's all across the board in media. It's not easy. This industry is not easy. It's not.
Yeah. That's unfortunate, but I applaud you for sticking in there, for fighting the fight, for continuing to advance, not only for yourself, but you're doing it, like I said, for the culture. So we appreciate you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for stopping by. Women for the Culture, our special edition of Meet the Media. And this is, essentially what I want to do. I want to show people like you, and I want to aspire, a new generation, that there are people like us that are, making the news and that are gatekeepers. So thank you for giving us a little perspective, a little behind the scenes of, what you do in your daily life. Can you please let everybody know how they can catch all your different activities and everything that you're working on?
So you can follow me on Instagram. Zayna the brand. I'm at the top right there, and I post everything that I do. So if you want to see what I do, it's there in my highlights, in my posts, because I have a lot to do. I don't have my website up right now. I took it down a couple months ago, and I've been working on it while I'm in quarantine, because why the hell not? So my website will be up soon, but until then, use my Instagram portfolio. I have so much work. I have so many things that I want to share with everybody coming up and in the past. So go ahead, check me out, follow me, because I mean, put me on your radar. Because look, if you don't hop on this train now,
Right?
it'll leave the station. It's gonna leave the station, and your ass still gonna be here.
Absolutely. Well, I'm so glad that I was able to make the connection. So thank you so much. For all of you guys that tuned in, thank you so much. Follow Zayna the Brand on Instagram. Follow Meet the Media on Instagram. You already know about Women for the Culture, so stick in and hang in there with us. We're gonna bring you more and more dynamic women that are doing it fly and fearlessly. So thank you so much. You have a good evening.
Thank you. You too.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.